All right, guys, welcome back to Under Pressure. Today we're gonna cook up some chicken. One of the most versatile things you can use in here, because you can use it for so many different things. You can soups and different dishes. You just shred it up. You can put it on, make chicken salad. You can just add barbecue sauce to it. You got pulled chicken. I mean, it's just so many things. But it's real easy. It's super simple, and it's pretty quick. So all it is, the basics. You got your cup of water here. You just put that in the bottom, and then I cook from frozen. I've got some thighs here. You can use chicken breasts. I like thighs to get a little bit more fat to it, to give it, a little bit more flavor. And you just put however many you want in here. I'm probably just going to use the whole bag here. And then you just get whatever kind of seasonings you want. A little bit some salt. Pepper's always good. One of the things that I've learned cooking in the Instapot is it seems like you over season stuff, but what happens is normal cooking and you season it, the outside gets the flavor. It doesn't really get absorbed. With pressure cooking, it's pushing all that flavor inside of whatever you're cooking. So it may seem like you're seasoning way too much, but really it's just going to go throughout whatever you're cooking. And then I like to do some Italian seasoning. Makes it kind of after I'm done, I can pull the chicken out, and this water that's in here is essentially chicken broth or stock or whatever you want to call it. And then I can use that in something else. So, got that in there. Got the salt, pepper, probably use a little bit of garlic powder. And then we get the lid on it. Like I said, you're cooking from frozen. So basically, you're going to go up to your pressure cook. I'm going to go to that. We're going to do probably, we'll do 20 minutes. And then high pressure, keep warm, yeah. So, and that's it. And then after it's done cooking, you'll have about a 8-10 minute natural pressure release and NPR, and then that way all the juices kind of fuse back into the meat, and you don't get really dry, tough chicken. But after that, and then I'll show you how I shred it up, and then you can go from there. Okay, guys, I got busy and wasn't paying attention to my timer, but I went over a couple minutes. But anyways, it's done. It's counting up now. It's been 12 minutes on natural pressure release. That's another tip. When it gets done, a lot of people get confused because the timer starts going up instead of going down. Well, that's just telling you how long it's been releasing pressure. It'll only do that if you have the keep warm function on. If you don't have that on, it just turns off. But anyway, then we'll go ahead and release pressure, and then we'll take a look at this chicken, and then we'll shred it up. And you see, a lot of the pressure is already released. It's not coming out there strong. But I like to do it in a bowl. You can do it inside the pot, but the stainless steel ones, I mean, you can't scratch it up because I've got my handy dandy little hand mixer here. You can use meat masher or whatever that is for ground beef. You can use potato masher. I find this way is pretty easy and seems to be pretty uniform and shredding it up. Also, I didn't use a trivet. I've done it. You know, sometimes I use a trivet, sometimes I don't. Just however you want. Sometimes the meat's a little bit tougher with the trivet because it's not down in the liquid. As you can see, my chicken, I mean, that's kind of why I do use a trivet sometimes, because it makes it easier to get this chicken out because it is just falling apart. But whatever little bits are left in there that you can't fish out is okay, because that'll be part of your chicken broth or stock or whatever, like I said, you want to call it. Get all that in there, fish all these out as I can. Like I said, what's left in there, it just makes such a great amount of chicken stock. As you can see in there, there's a whole bunch in there, and especially if you're using frozen, because one of the tricks they use when they freeze the chicken and stuff like that is they add liquid to it and freeze it. So you get a lot of that liquid comes out, but that's okay when you're doing this, because you know, I'm probably going to take this, save it, and I'm going to end up making you know, like a chicken noodle soup or something now that's getting colder. You can put it in mason jars, save it, you know, for whenever you need chicken stock for any recipes. So it works great. But anyways, we'll get this out of the way. Do this over here. My mixer. I apologize, this is only the second video I've done, so I'm not really good at all this. Like earlier, my dog was in here scratching on the counter, so I had to kind of shoo him away. You probably might hear his footprints once in a while when he's walking through here. But we'll get a look at my chicken. You see, I mean, really, you could do this with a fork or whatever. I mean, it's just super. I mean, look how tender that is. I mean, it just falls apart. But for time, you know, this is a lot easier. And then you can just get something, kind of scrape off the little extra bits here. But anyways, we'll deal with that later. But as you can see, I mean, it's just shredded right up. And then you can do different things. Like I said, I mean, it's great for chicken salad. It's great for barbecue. I'll save it just like this, and then I can if I want a barbecue chicken sandwich or something, I can just take a little bit, heat it up with some barbecue sauce, stir it up, put it right on my bun. It's great for adding to dishes that you need chicken. It works great. I mean, you just toss however much you want in there. You can, you know, portion it out, put some in a Ziploc bag, freeze it, you know, for whenever you need, you know, chicken that's ready to go. I mean, if you do the freezer bags and you flatten it out real thin, it's not going to take very long to thaw, and that is you know, super helpful when, you know, you're trying to get something cooked really quick and easily, and it has a ton of flavor. I mean, it is so good. Like if you're on a special diet or something like that, or you just need protein, this is just delicious on its own, because it absorbed all that flavor of the stuff in there. Another trick I do it the same way. But if I'm making like a salsa chicken, and when I forgot to tell you guys when I was doing it, but you could take some salsa, put it on those chicken breasts, and then you can add some taco seasoning or whatever kind of seasoning you want, and then you cook it, and then you stir it all up. Oh, it's great. It's great like that. You just toss it on a tortilla with some sour cream and whatever you want. It's really good. And you probably do some sort of, like I have some Sony Satcheries, Creole seasoning. That would probably work really good too. It's just, chicken is a very versatile item, and it's relatively cheap. I mean, I'm lucky where I live at. I have a store, a Tyson store that they sell their stuff real cheap. But I mean, you can do this with boned chicken. I've done it with drumsticks. They're really cheap. I mean, you have to do a little prep on them, and then when you take it out, I mean, the bones just come out. And then if you want to save the bones, there's recipes that you can do, a bone broth. So, it's super handy and very delicious. And that's it for today. I want to thank you guys for coming to watch this. Hopefully this is a little bit shorter video than my last one. I know my last one was a little bit long, but I was trying to kill two birds with one stone, the introduction and cleaning kind of video, and then the water test. But this one should be a little bit shorter. But check back again. Subscribe if you like this. Like I said, this is just a little thing that me and my daughter are going to do. I promise she's going to be in some. She's dying to get in some of these videos. I'm just trying to get the hang of what's going on here. But we're just doing it for fun. I'll take any, critique. If you find I'm boring, if you don't want me talk, whatever you want, just let me know. But anyways, check back for more videos, and thanks a lot and have a great day.